wonder who's winning over there.
3-3.
Well, it's the guy that's at the table.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
in the lead, so that'd be Cole.
All right, score is currently 3-3, and let me get some Fargo rates in there for you guys.
He's a 706.
Thank you. You could have told me that before I typed his name. Cole Gibbons, I think it was 656 or thereabouts. To see if my memory is correct. Cole Gibbons, 656. Yep. All right. You remembered one, I remembered the other, and I still typed them both in anyway.
Yeah, got to double check. You never know. Ooh, yeah. That's that cue coming apart. Put a little petroleum jelly on that joint or something. Oh, it's a wood coming out of wood. I figured that's how it had to be.
All right, Cole shooting at stripes. Sitting in pretty good position here. The only problem is that 12 that's up, 12 or 10, that's a 10. The 10 ball that's up table. He has good angle to get to it. He can go from the 9 to the 13 to the 11, leave himself some angle on the 11 to come up for the 10, then just 10 back to the 8. It's actually 10 to the 8 is actually going to be more tricky than 11 to the 10. Yeah, you either want to be dead straight on this 10, or you want good angle where you can come around the rails. You don't want that just a little bit of angle where you're drawn back right into the 2-3 or something silly like that.
I got Damien sitting over here waiting in the wings for the winner of this match.
And I don't know if he can draw out of there with left spin and avoid the 2-3, or if he's going to have to go forward.
I think you may. I'd go forward the 3 rails out towards the center of the table here. Try and catch that gap between the 3-4. Because if you come back, it is so easy to hit that 2-3 and end up in trouble.
Yeah, this is. I believe this is the 3rd place match. I'm pretty sure the winner of this moves into the finals.
It is. Cole played Damien for the hot seat match yesterday, right here.
Right. So this is the 3rd place match. Yep, loser of this gets 3rd place. Winner moves into the finals.
Yeah, Cole doesn't like it either because he knows that that's a really big possibility here of hitting these balls.
Yeah, I like what he's looking at there. He's a pretty good shot maker. He should be able to cut this 8 in from up table. I'm glad I set up the camera on this table last night.
Yeah.
He was able to get past there. Whoa, slow down,
slow
cue ball.
down. Yeah, he's all right.
Okay, good.
Well, he hit that nice.
He did.
He made sure,
In fact, he almost overdid it.
Yeah, almost overcooked it.
Cole Gibbons taking the lead, 4-3 in this race to 7 elite singles 3rd place match.
That's going to bring up Steve for the break. No, it's Cole's break. That was probably from Steve's break there that Cole ran out because all 7 solids are on the table.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing Steve at the table. So
No, well, all 7 solids were at the table.
So I'm thinking that was from. I think we're all in agreement. That was probably from Steve's dry break. So now Cole gets to try to continue his run.
Yeah, he'd like to get a break and run here and jump out too on Steve Lingelbach. He's somebody you can't fall asleep on. One of those, you give him an inch, he tries to take a mile.
Yep.
Leave the door ajar and he sticks his foot in it and kicks it open the other one. You know.
Yeah, use whatever metaphor you want, but it applies.
Yep. Cindy Sleva is still going.
Damien on the table 9, getting warmed up, getting ready for his finals match.
Cindy Sleeva's over there on table number 11 right now, playing for seventh place in the Platinum division.
Right on, go Cindy. In the genderless divisions.
Yep. If you think that the girls can't compete with the guys, well, here's proof. Molly Oliver was the one that started it, you know, with the tournaments that they first had with this and doing really well in them. Placing second in one, and I think she won another one.
Didn't she win the 10-ball fun day?
Yes, she did.
That was fair. That was fair matched though.
Yep.
But that was everybody in one tournament, and the tournament was fair matched, as opposed to having different divisions, and then you play heads up in the division.
Oh.
So on this table, this is the only camera angle we have. So, sorry, no LittmanLights.com overhead cam, no side views. This is it.
Yep. Lou says it sounds like we need a cameraman. Yeah, you know where we can find a good one?
Yeah, do you happen to know where we can find a good one? One that's not always on his phone and everything when he's supposed to be working or flirting with the girls?
Working or flirting with the girls? He's supposed to be doing that?
One who isn't on his phone or flirting with the girls when he's supposed to be working.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Yes, we'll have to start taking him to the guys' tournaments and see if he flirts with the guys, too.
He'll just be on his phone the whole time then.
Oh, no, Tammy just missed the 8 over there. Hill. You want that small? Okay, I was going to help him out.
Yeah, they'll find it. All right, not the easiest of layouts here. He's got to come out. He has to somehow come back for this 15, and that 8 ball is. I don't know if that 8 has a pocket.
Pardon me. I did it again. Yeah, Damien wasn't in the way practicing. We could zoom this other angle in. He played so good yesterday.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if I don't see Summerfield walking in here soon. I want to do that match.
For the finals, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be. I can be almost positive it's not going to be Summerfield doing the commentary.
Maybe John Schmidt.
Probably going to be Darren Walding and John Schmidt probably.
Yep. That'll be a fun one to listen to, guys. If you didn't get to listen to Darren last time here or somewhere else, he has got some of the funniest phrases I've ever heard, and he really makes it exciting to listen to. Well, could we hook up all 3 mics? Could we put all 3 of them on?
We could. We have 3 headsets here.
Yeah. So we could do that for them. But we only have 2 noise gates.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure they'll be chatting enough to drown out any background noise.
Yeah.
Will Summerfield be playing anymore? No, he is out. He's out of the singles and he's not playing teams.
Okay, let's hear it, Curtis. He says he can explain it to me.
Explain yourself, Curtis. What's your excuse this time for coming in late? Well, Cole got the breakout here, but unfortunately, no. I don't know, did he call the 10 or the 14? I'm not sure which one he called.
I don't know.
But he got a good hit, and I'm looking. Is this 2-ball the only shot Steve has? And he's tied up that 6. That 6 is, he's going to have to break it out from the 5 if he makes this 2.
Yeah. And the laying your cue stick on the table used to be a rule. They have since gotten rid of that.
No, that's been legal for years now.
But what you can't do is like set the bridge on the table and then go over and move it. I don't,
sure you can.
From the side of the table to get it lined up?
Absolutely. Yes,
okay.
you can
so they got rid of all of that.
You can lay the bridge on the table and then walk around to the front end of the bridge and move it around and then walk back around to the back end of the bridge and pick it up again. And oh, yeah, you can do all that.
Yeah.
I asked Richard Donner that exact question, and he says, yep, no problem.
Yeah, they got rid of that. I know they got rid of the cue stick one a while ago because a lot of guys will even do it because, like, when you take a break, it doesn't have to be in the middle of the game, between games. It just has to be your turn. Your turn to break, your turn to shoot. And a lot of people will lay their cue stick on the table so that when they come back, they know, hey, it's my shot. And it also keeps people from messing with the table, too.
And Craig, yes, you can lay your cue stick on the table. That is not a foul. It hasn't been a foul for years. Years ago, that used to be a foul, but that has not been a thing for years now.
Curtis, my dog ate my homework, maybe.
All right.
Come on, Tammy.
I think soft kick at the 14. Yeah, if you can soft kick from that left side rail, right between that 7-2, if you can soft kick at the 14, you might even get lucky, come across the top side of the 14 and let the cue ball drift in behind the 10 for a nice little safety. He's looking at coming off the 9, trying to get the cue ball behind the 10. That's a nice shot too. Oh, did he just call something? No, he didn't call it. He's looking. He's just playing safe. Cue ball off the 9 in behind the 10. It's a nice shot.
Let me see if I can go find what's coming up over here next.
Oh, no, he was playing it. He wasn't playing safe. I thought he was just trying to lag that cue ball in behind the 10. Unfortunately, he's broke all this out for Steve. But actually, I'm looking a little more closely, and he does not have an easy shot to start with. A back cut on the 7, back cut on the 2. That 2 might pass the 5. Bank on the 2. He's left it tough. That worked out for Cole. Like Steve's having a look at just soft kicking at this 4 and leaving Cole on the end rail.
All right, we should have coming up on table 10 the winner side finals, hot seat match, point match, whatever for the silver 2.
Right on.
It was supposed to be a 1:30 match. I don't know if they've moved it.
All right, bonus coverage table, the hot seat match for Silver 2 singles.
I'm going to go ahead and fill this in just in case it's what we're getting.
Yeah, so cut this 7 in with the high ball, let the cue ball drift to that side rail and then down to this bottom rail. And if you can let that cue ball land near that 4 where he blocks the 14, that might be a pretty decent two-way shot. Or forget about two-way and just go all out at trying to make this ball. And he just went all out trying to make it. So that was a pretty fortunate miss for Cole. He's going to get another chance at this, and these are opened up nicely. Good chance to extend his lead, which would be the biggest lead he's had so far. I think this is the only time so far he's been in the lead. James says he should have banked the 2. He's a one-pocket guy. I'm really impressed with Cole. You know, his frog rate is only in the 650s, but he's competing with these 700 frog rate guys and doing well. I like it. Very impressed with Cole's play. Playing above, he's been playing above that 656 this whole tournament.
Yeah. He didn't get a whole lot of.
Ooh. Cole got a little nervous there that it was going to bump that 10 into a bad spot, but Steve says that's good. All right, so Cole, 5-3 in this race of 7. His biggest lead yet this match. In fact, I think it's the only time he's been in the lead. Way to go, Cole. All right, so it looks like we are most likely going to have John Schmidt and Darren Walding doing commentary for the finals.
All right, Kevin.
All right, we're being joined by Mr. 400 himself, John Schmidt. Welcome, John. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having me. All right.
Yeah, let me make the screen a little bigger for you so you can see.
Yeah.
Come on, there we go. And there we go. There, now you should be able to see.
Okay.
And I can even move down a little so you can get closer if
Yeah.
you need. All right, so we have Cole. No, that's Steve. Okay, we got Steve Lingelbach at the table.
Yeah, my buddy Steve, good friend of mine. We go way back and stayed at his house a bunch of times. And Great guy, good player, plays very good bar table 8-ball. This would be a big win for Cole if he can sneak by Steve here in this match.
Yeah, I was just saying, Cole. He's he's only rated 656, but he's been playing. He's been playing with the 700 guys and doing very well. I'm really impressed by Cole's play.
Yeah, me too. Very, very good player. A lot of pressure here for Steve to get out. He's down 5-3. He's got to win this rack, I would think.
Yeah, Cole's putting the pressure on. Cole is stepping up.
Well, you know, for a given set, too, if the balls don't break well for one player, that's going to be a big disadvantage. And I haven't seen the match up to this point. I would have to guess that Cole has outbroke him a little bit, which happens, you know.
Yeah, and he did get a little bit lucky the last game. He missed, but left it real tough for Steve.
Yeah,
Steve went for a shot and missed, and then Cole was able to run out. So got a little bit of luck there, too. But he was able to back it up with some skill. Got to be lucky and good to win these.
No doubt.
So I heard you putting on a free clinic here. When's that starting?
Well, at 5:30 to 6:30, I'm going to do an instructional clinic for the players, and you know, the Northwest is almost like home to me. I've been up here many times, and I know almost everybody in the building. So it's just my way of giving back a little bit, and I think it'll be good for the players. You know, they can ask some questions, and what usually happens is I'll show them something, and then they'll knock me out of a tournament a month later with some information I give them. So.
Yeah, sometimes it can come back to bite you.
Oh, yeah. Well, like Cole here, I guarantee over the years Steve has taught him things, and now here he is down 5-3 to the young man that he's been teaching for 4 years.
Boy, so ungrateful.
Yeah, right. Well, let's pick these balls off real nice here. I mean, pretty obvious what he's going to do here. 10, 12, 8. And didn't run into anything.
Don't forget about that 9-ball out there.
Oh, was a 9 there?
Right,
oh, yeah. Oh, good eye. I didn't see. I thought that was a okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that's okay. This shot here is important. He has to get correctly on the 9. Bounce off the rail. Okay, not bad. Good shot.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work.
He can work with this. Just planning where he wants to go for the 12. Does he want to stay out in the middle of the table, draw back? I'm thinking he's going to draw back.
I would think he would draw back and then be straight in on the 12, yeah. Got to keep your head steady here and follow through. It's very easy to stub it and just stop your ball if you move your head at all.
It's like, ask me how I know.
Yeah, ask me how I know, exactly. Yeah, I play my best when I'm able to hold still under pressure, and it's hard to do, but when I make a conscious effort not to move in my stroke, I usually do better. Nice shot. These tables are playing way tough. The balls are hanging up. There's a lot of friction on the cloth, and the balls running a rack on these little bar tables right now is quite the achievement. This is a wet part of the country, so it's probably, you know, a little more damp in this room than most places, and the tables, as you can see, are kind of broken in, and you know, you can hang up balls going down the rail real easy.
You know, you get people say, "Oh, they're just playing on the baby tables. It's so easy." Yeah, try it sometime. It's not as easy.
Well, I
as
mean,
it's
for sure easier than a 9-foot diamond, but I've seen bar tables that play much easier than these. So very nice out there by Steve. 5-4, Cole breaking.
It also depends on the game. I don't know. You know, like 8-ball and a 9-footer can be easier than 8-ball
it
and a
is.
7-footer.
Oh yeah. 8-ball and a 9-footer sure is easier.
Everything's opened up all nice and wide.
That's right.
You know, 7-footer, you got so many clusters. You got such close quarters. You have to be a real surgeon to work your way in there. Nudge ball a little inch this way, inch that way.
Sure.
Or 9-ball and the 7-footer, that's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah, right. It's a big match here, right? This is the winner here is going to the finals.
Absolutely.
And okay, so loser gets third. So gigantic match. Damian Ponpanic is waiting on the winner of this match in the finals, right?
Yeah, loser of this gets $955. The winner moves into the finals with a chance at almost $2,600 for first, almost $1,600 for second. So that's about $1,000 match for in first place there. So I got some real money up for grabs here.
Yeah, they're trying hard. I guarantee it. Cole has a great break from what I've seen.
He's
hammers
been breaking
it, squats
them great.
it. You know.
I'm jealous of his break.
Yeah, he hits them real good.
Figured that's his cue to scratch because you're talking him up real good. Okay, right in the drink.
Dribbled one in there.
No, that's a great break. Look at this spread.
Sure is.
All right, solids or stripes? I'm thinking stripes mainly because of that 8-ball.
Solids stripes could work. The 913 is a good combination. Yes, you could go either way here. The 8 might not fit by the 1 real good.
Yeah, that's what had me thinking stripes because of the 8-ball.
Well, if you take stripes, then you'd have to shoot the 8 by his 1 later. If you take solids, then you're getting rid of the 1. But either way, I don't think he can shoot the 1 now. If he could, I'd shoot the 1 now and then the 7.
I don't know why I said that. I was saying it backwards. I was thinking one thing, but I said the opposite. I was thinking I like solids because of the 8-ball, but I said stripes. So I was confusing everybody. Sorry about that.
Well, I did that one time with a woman. I wanted to say, let's break up, and I asked her to marry me. So it just, it happens, you know. Well.
Yeah, I meant to say solids. I was saying stripes. I meant to say solids.
Well, I can't quite tell if he. Okay, you can see the 1. Yeah, if he shoots this, no, he's going to play the 7. All right.
Yeah, he wants solids.
Yeah, I think solids is a little bit better. Just comes down to execution now. Wow, he slow rolled it. That took a lot of guts to hit that like that.
Ooh, and overcut it.
You see how tough the table's playing? You believe that hung up? Wow, that's a huge game for Steve. Oh boy.
Steve's licking his chops.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now Steve will take solids. He'll go 5-3, 6-4, or something, I would think.
That looks pretty good to me.
I can't believe that ball hung up. These tables are playing really brutal. They're not polished.
It was that soft speed, the combination of soft speed and overcutting it. A little bit more speed, it would have fallen.
Sure.
But, yeah, they're playing tough, especially some of these tables have the older cloth, a little bit more dirty, and the balls are a little bit sticking a little bit.
Sure.
Although the table 9, TV table, I think that one has newer cloth on it. That one's playing a lot faster and slipperier.
Yeah. Well, he can go about this a few different ways, but whatever he does will be smart. Steve is a very smart 8-ball player. He's not going to do anything.
Yeah, he's not going to rush into
silly,
anything.
No.
He's going to have a plan before he shoots his first ball.
I was in Portland with him a couple of years ago, and I have very little experience playing Bartell 8-ball, and I asked him some advice, and he gave me a couple good tips on just, what balls to remove and get rid of the balls out in the middle of the table, leave the ones on the rails, and I was like, okay, he's played it a lot, and the reason that I've been able to become a good player is I'm not afraid to ask questions and learn, and sometimes you'll get somebody that's very experienced in one facet of pool, whether it's 8-ball or bank pool or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with asking.
Well, he's perfect on this 4 right now. He might go 4-6, 3-1-7.
I think he would get rid of this red ball here first. Don't you think, Kevin? Let's get rid of that one and then come up into the position zone where you're going to play shape on almost everything here. I wouldn't want to leave that 8. Now he's home free.
And there you go.
Nice shot. Not that what you were saying is wrong. I'm chicken. I'm always looking for like the easiest way to.
Yeah, if that 15 wasn't there, then that red one was
different animal.
It's different because then you can come 2 rails out, but now the 15's in the way, so you got to be straight in on the 3, and he was already straight in on it. So take it now. I got you.
Now see, that's interesting. You see what he's wanting to do here? An inexperienced player would get kind of straight in on that 1-6 combination. You don't want to do that. You want to shoot the 1 from where he's putting his stick down right there. That way you can hit the 1 softly into the ball and control the 1.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this table had a head spot on it, that'd be probably about where you want
Yeah,
the cue ball.
exactly.
And that's where he's put the cue
Yeah,
ball.
perfect. Now, but there's still a danger of this one following this 6 in, and you don't want that, obviously. So.
And he's well aware of that.
Yeah.
He'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Good shot.
Just tap it in for short side on the 8. Let it get away a little.
Yeah, a very missable shot here. Very important shot for Steve.
Yeah, let the cue ball get away a little. Now he has a missable shot.
Right, sure.
I mean, he'll probably handle it,
yeah,
but it's a lot harder than it needs to be.
It's missable, yeah. If it wasn't missable, Cole would just say, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
You rub too much of this long rail, this is going to hang. Oh, he hit it nice.
Perfect. Nice out there, Steve.
Yes,
and now it's going to be Steve's break. If he can break and run, he's really going to be putting the heat back on Cole.
Boy, that was a gigantic frame right there. If he goes down.
Yeah, he stole that game from Cole.
Did.
Cole was out. If Cole made that 7, he was out. Stole that away from him.
How many players was in this division?
And the elite was the smallest. It had 32 players.
32 players. Okay.
So we were down there at Derby City, spending a week down there, recording lots of matches and uploading to our channel.
Okay.
I saw you were at Derby, weren't you? How'd you do?
I thought I did all right. I mean, I got in like round 8 and 9 in the 8 ball, or in the 1 pocket and the 9 ball. And the straight pool, I qualified for like the 10th straight year, which is really hard to do in that thing. So I was happy with that, and that's about it. Lost a couple. Kind of nail biters here and there, like always. There's a lot going on that week, so it's hard to really even know what a good week is short of winning an event or something. Because, I mean, that's at one tournament where there's 400 players. You can get down to the final 15 guys and you win like $800. You think, I think I did good. I win like a brand new car, right? So.
Did Chris Melling get the straight pool?
No, it was the high run was Joshua Filler, and I think Mika ended up winning it. Won the whole tournament because then we play each other and all that. So but Melling played great. He ran 2:44, I think.
Yeah, and I think that high run lasted for like a few hours before it got broken right away.
Yeah, well, they're the best players in the world. They're going to do amazing things, and they did. There was 4 runs over 200, and
that's pretty amazing.
The best players on earth. I mean, those guys are going to do stuff that jaw-dropping. There's no doubt about it. And over 200 on a diamond is jaw-dropping. It's tough to do.
Yep, and those were 9-foot diamonds.
Yes, right.
Were they the standard 4.5-inch pockets, or were they tighter?
4.5 inch.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Steve with a good break. He's spread them out nice. He's made a ball.
Needs to run into this 9 ball right here.
Yeah, if you don't hit it the right way, this can get funny. But he's hit it perfect.
Oh, I sure did. That was nice cue ball control.
Yeah, that was probably the key shot here.
Yes, absolutely.
Then the other thing is going to be getting on this 5.
Yeah, the transition from the 6 to the 5 is tricky. By no means is he out for sure. This is not a roadmap at all. I'll be interested to see how
he's got to navigate. He's got to navigate traffic here.
I would come off that 6 ball with enough speed to come down towards the position zone on the 5, to make sure you get down there. You don't come up short and hook yourself on the 14. Run into the 5 and have the 7 as an insurance ball maybe not run into the 5, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, get down into it.
He's come up a little short on this one.
Yeah. Well, if he plays the 1, you know, he has to avoid that green ball, and he has to overcut this through the right side of the pocket with inside English.
And I gotta go check a score real quick,
Sure.
so I'm gonna leave you in charge here.
Nice shot. This is where I get confused playing 8-ball. I mean, I would really be tempted to just go at the 14 with enough pace to make sure I'm not hooked behind it. And, you know, I either go past the 14 and shoot the 7, or I run into the 14, but I hate hooking myself.
We've hit that point in the day when I have tables for reassignment. So if you have your score sheet and your table is occupied, I'm going to need both players and the score sheet to the tournament desk, and I will get you a table reassignment. Come on down, you're the next player on. I've got you a table.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. See, I would rather run into that 14 with enough pace to, instead of trying to get the cue ball perfectly past it, I might even just go at it because I had the 7. But it's easy for me to say that, you know, in the booth.
Right.
I'm not questioning the way he played that, but I just find that situation there, you have to rely on a little luck and running into the ball, because nobody has good enough cue ball control to just guaranteed come down and miss the 14. And it's going to end up costing him the frame, it looks like.
Unless he can play safe off the 7, get the cue ball
Yeah,
behind the 5.
I mean,
cue ball in 2 rails behind the 5, maybe.
Yeah, I might even try to cut the 7 in. I mean, to duck here is a slow death, because a competent player like Cole's just going to thin you up table and leave you nothing.
Rebecca Douglas to the tournament desk, please. Rebecca Douglas.
I think you have to try to cut this in.
I didn't see if he's called the 7 or if he's playing safe. Looks like he's winding up to cut
Oh,
it.
what a shot. Oh,
And
my
look at this
God.
position.
Now that's,
don't scratch him.
That's unbelievable. And the cue ball got point
corner hooked.
Can you believe that?
No.
He was straight in and got corner hooked. Oh, wow.
Man.
Wow, that's pretty brutal. Steve's a good dude. He'll handle that with class, but that is, man, that's disgusting. Yeah, I think he's hooked.
Let's watch this again.
Isn't that something? The cue ball was fine for a second until that ball come back and kissed it. 1, 2. Now look,
And
it
here
just
it
sits
comes.
there and then says, "I don't think so."
And then
Golly.
and then screw you.
That's really brutal. Well, I think he has to try to slow masse and hit the 5, I guess.
What do they say? No good shot goes unpunished?
Man, I'll tell you what. If he can hit this 5, though, and just drive it down by that pocket, that'll put enough heat on Cole to where he won't have any tiddlywink shots, because, you know, the ball will be laying over the hole. But
And the thing, you know, if he makes a great shot and makes this 5,
no, he hit the tit just a
he's
little bit.
he's not going to have a shot on the 8 even if he makes the 5.
That's right.
But yeah, he caught the rail on the way out, and now ball in hand for Cole. Going to start with this 14, get that trouble ball out of there. I would think.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I will guarantee you he shoots the 14 first. If he doesn't,
If he doesn't, you owe me.
I
you owe
know
me a
nothing
drink.
about pool if he doesn't shoot the 14.
Or maybe you do know something about pool and Cole doesn't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, he
No,
does.
Cole's a very
Yeah.
solid player. I'm just joking, Cole.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, he's going to start with the 10. No, all right. So 14, the 9 does pass the 13. Just trying to figure out what's the pattern here.
Well, the thing is, the balls are playing so sticky that 9 going down that rail, it has to rub the long rail to miss the 13. You can
So
hang
you go
it.
right to the 13 next, 14 to the 13, and then come out because like 12 in the side type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big favorite to get out here, but definitely needs some care. I see people on here saying that Steve should have kicked at the 5 ball, and that's just absolutely the wrong shot. Steve shot the right shot. The Massey shot drives the 5 down by the pocket, either makes it or puts it in play. A 3-rail kick, even if you get lucky and hit it, you have no idea where the 5 is going. Steve shot the right shot.
I agree with that for whatever that's worth.
Any top player would agree he shot the right shot, but it's just a hard thing to do, Massey. That ball just right, All right, Cole. What does it take you, an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes here? What's going on here? Let's go here, kiddo. I mean, it is a big game, though. It's 5-5. This is a very important rack, but you don't want to get yourself out of rhythm by going too slow. Just do what you know how to do.
Well, Cole is a very deliberate player.
Oh, okay,
He's always a very deliberate player.
Okay. Yeah, kind of like this. Get rid of the 10, 13, and then the 13 into those other balls doesn't really transition real easy, but it'll work. And then the 11, 8 at the end.
Yeah, the pattern I was thinking was 14 out and then go out to the middle of the table and then to the 13, 13 to the 10, and then 10 gets you to those other 3 balls. Is from the 10 back to the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking for. I don't know if that's right or not, but.
Well, it all depends, on how you land on the next shot and this and that. But, yeah, the 12 doesn't pass the 9 that easy.
No, do you?
Well,
try to come back and forth, back to the middle of the
well,
table.
I hate to tell you what I would do here because I think nobody would agree with it, but I would maybe shoot the 13 and go to the long rail on the right and go into. Off that rail, I'd go into that teal ball, that whatever it is, the 15. I would just nudge it to our left 2 or 3 inches. Then I have the 12 on the side, the 15 in the other side, and I have the 11 as insurance. And that way I don't have to do all these fantastic position shots because now, see, he's got to kind of, okay, he hit it good. That was a good shot. There's nothing wrong with that either.
If you're feeling comfortable with the speed, yeah, because you're coming across your line.
Mm-hmm. Now here, though, he has to probably go to the side rail and back into the 12 or, you don't want to run into this 12 and drive it against the rail and have it freeze on the point or something weird. I mean, this can be messed up for sure. Yeah, I would go to the rail.
Is that 12 past the 9 to the corner?
That's a good shot. That's what I like.
That's
well,
nice.
Yeah, he fixed all his problems right there.
All right,
Good shot.
He solved his problems.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like we're going to have Cole ahead 6-5 and breaking, I think. No, I think he just broke, didn't he?
I'm trying.
I never can remember.
I'm trying to remember who broke.
Yeah.
Maybe the chat room will let us know. Got 300 people watching. I'm sure someone remembers who broke.
Yeah.
All right, chat room says it's going to be Cole's break.
Ooh.
Holy cow.
Okay.
The pressure's real.
Yep.
And because he hit that a little too full, now
Yeah.
his cue ball's on the rail. All right, chat room says it's going to be Cole's break.
Okay.
There
They
we go,
shouldn't.
on the hill.
They shouldn't. Yep, they both play very nice 8-ball, very good cue ball control.
Do they can't remember who broke? Because why are they both out there? No, Steve just wants to have more camera time. That's all. He's sensing a break and run coming from Cole, so he wants to get more camera time before that happens.
Now, the winner here, do they have to double dip Damien in the finals?
Yes, true
Okay.
double
Wow.
elimination.
Oh, wow. Man, that's going to be tough to do. Damien's tough.
Hey, what's your question, Snooker?
Oh, he has Snooker has a question for okay.
Says he has a question.
Okay, fire away there, Snooker.
Yeah, fire. All right, Cole with the break. Nice break as
Yeah, he
usual.
hammers him.
Did he make a ball?
Ooh,
Dry break?
ooh, I think a dry break.
All right, we got action.
Mm-hmm. I love hill matches unless I'm in them.
Yeah. Spectators love hill matches.
Yeah.
Tournament directors hate hill
Yeah,
matches.
right.
They
So do
want
players.
They want every match to go 7-0.
Yep. I'd rather get beat 9-1 than hill.
Yeah, when you get hill and lose, that's just so draining.
Mm-hmm. All right, what does he got here, Kevin? He can make, well, if this 7 goes by the 11, he might could get started here. The 4 on the side could work, but you have to deal with that 7 later. Doesn't look easy to me.
Yeah, I don't have the overhead camera on this table, so I don't know if that 7 passes. Can you look at the table and see?
I think it does pass. Yeah, I think it does pass.
So let's
Not
go
by much.
Let's go with the assumption that the 7 passes. What about that 8? Does the 8 pass the 14?
Tournament guests, please bring the score sheet, Jeffrey Hurley.
And this 1-6 deuce, you can deal with those. Well, if you wanted stripes, I don't know if you don't even have a stripe to start with, even if you wanted stripes.
Right.
So you're forced to take solids whether you want them or not.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, that's not true. If you really wanted stripes, you could shoot that 13 that 13 out in the middle of the table, or the combination. That's correct.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't go by. Wow.
I think he wants the stripes.
Interesting.
All right, Snooker asked his question. Says the Moscone 14-1 challenge. 8-foot tables with 5-inch pockets like Moscone's set record on. How would current pros do on that?
Well, the current pros wouldn't do well on it at all. There's only about 5 or 6, in my opinion, that could run 500 even on a 4x8. Most of them just don't play straight pull good enough to do it, and I mean they're not going to want to hear that, but they just don't play the game right. I've watched them; they play good. They could run 200 and 300s, but 500 and 300 is a different animal. And the reason I know that, it's like, if you loan me $500 and I only pay you $300 back, you know it's not the same. And so, it would still take the Niels Fyens, Darren Appletons, Jason Shaws, Joshua Fillers. I'd like to think I'm in that group of players that could run over 500 on a 4x8. But the current pros, when you say the current pros, meaning like all the pros, about 90% of them, they can run maybe 250, 350, but I don't see them running 550 on any table until they get more familiar with how to play the game right. But I do think it'd get broken way more quickly on a 4x8 because it's a much easier table to play straight pull on.
So actually, I have a question that I've wondered about for quite a while. How often have people run over 400? Because you're Mr. 400.
Well,
how often has that happened?
I think there's about 7 people on Earth that have run over 400 once, and there's nobody that's done it more than once except me. So that's kind of why I've got the Mr. 400 moniker, and I play the game. But I mean, so do a lot of the Europeans and stuff. So I'm actually surprised nobody's done it more than once. If it's something I've done 4 times, I'm a little confused why they haven't done it more than once, because I know they can.
Is it a lack of interest in straight pull?
No, not a lack of interest at all. I mean, the Europeans play more straight pull than I do. So I'm really surprised that they haven't ran over 400 a couple times. But anyway, it's tough to do.
And my other question, since Willie Moscone set that record on 8-foot tables, with 5-inch pockets, how does that compare to like a 9-foot table or 7-foot table? Like if you break the record on a different size table, does it still count? First of all,
yeah. Well, I'm going to do it on a more difficult table, so I would think it would count. But I would like to dispel that myth. Okay, many people say that straight pull's harder on a 4x8. That's absolutely not true. Okay, I've played straight pull on a 4x8 and a 4x9, and I promise you, a 4x9's harder.
Okay.
Now people say, oh, but there's more room. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to get a pool table that's a mile by 2 miles.
Yeah, 12-foot table.
Okay, so it just doesn't work out that way. Now, an 8-ball, 8-ball's harder. It's still on a 9-footer, though. You have to make a lot of long shots,
Right, right.
So, but the 4x8 is the easiest table to play straight pull on. The next easiest would be the 9-footer. The bar table, it can be done, but I could never run 400 on a bar table. Oh, he got unfortunate there. Boy, that was a big shot. And I don't want to talk over this whole match about straight pull, but I'm going to do it on a 9-footer. If I had a 4x8, I think my chances would be better. But make no mistake, what Moscone did running 526 on the 4x8 was incredible. He was an extremely great, talented player, and I think many people are quick to disparage his run. Say, well, it was a 4x8, like it was easy or something. 526 on a 4x8 is phenomenal, and I would be proud to run that many on a 4x8. So, anyway. Okay, so Steve. Wow. What? Oh, he's going to try to bank the 10 cross side? Boy, Cole's a giant favorite from here. Steve's hooked himself. Cole's on the hill. This will be a miracle for Steve to win this set from here. An absolute miracle.
If you're Steve, what are we shooting at? Try to kick the 10?
Yeah, I mean, he's just totally dead in the water here. I mean, I would say he's about a 40-1 underdog to win this game.
And even if you were to, well, he's looking at 2 rails at the 15. Even if you make the 10,
well,
that 15's messed up.
No, he wants to come off the 15 and make the 1 with the cue ball.
That would be a great shot if he can do that. Or make the 1, tie it up. Nope.
No, that's just not. I mean, he was just in an impossible position.
Well, there's still opportunity for Cole to make mistakes here because he's still got to play good to get out. You know, that 8 doesn't pass to 14. This 3 ball, you know, got to get good position on the 3 ball.
Well, I would shoot the 3 into the 1,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, I would think Cole is just a heavy favorite. The 8 might not pass the 14, so he's got, you know, he's got to do some stuff. But the way he's playing right now, he's a big favorite.
Right. He's probably going to get out here, but I'm just saying it's just not, this is not duck soup.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. It's fortunate for Cole. The way that 1 is frozen to that I don't know what ball that would be, the 15. That 15 is going to move to our right a couple inches because it's frozen to the 1, and that'll clear that pocket.
Right.
So that's going to help him here in a little bit. But all right, here he goes.
All right, I think he's made his plan. Yep, he's starting with this 3-1 combination.
Definitely get rid of that. That's right. Now this shot here, if you hit this 3 and you touch the rail first, it's going to climb across the 1 and get on top of the 15. Right. You got to punch this in with a little pace and make the 15 leave town. You don't want the 3 to get tangled up with the 15.
You know, that would be a disaster.
Right. But most of the time you'd shoot this soft, but this is one time I wouldn't shoot this too soft.
Yeah, it is.
Or shoot it really soft, you know what I mean? Where the 3 hangs there.
Yeah, this is real easy for this 3 to get tangled up on the 15. You're right about that.
See? Now he got away with it, but he's not out of the woods yet now because of that.
Yeah, if that 3 rolls like a half-inch more, that's a totally different story.
And I thought the 15 was going to move to the right a touch because it was frozen to the 1, but it didn't. So now Steve kind of has life here. This 3, you know, it doesn't look like it just goes by that easy. I hit this with high right, I think, go 2 rails. Nice shot. Oh, he's on the wrong. Yeah, this is trouble city right here. He's got to. Well, I think he's got to shoot the 3 now and get that thing out of his life. You got to get rid of this 3, or he knows the 3 does go by, and then that's a different situation. But
you know, I think we're assuming the 3 goes, right?
Right.
I think he's looking at going 6, 3, 4, 7. What do you think about 6 to the 4 and then 3 to the 7?
Well, if he shoots this ball and gets on the 4 next, then he has to go from the 3 to the 8, which
the 3 to the 7. The 7's next.
Oh, he's still got the 7. Okay, I'm spacing. Sorry. Okay, nice.
And that's the way he's going. He's having a close look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, is he looking at playing this off the? No, he's no. He's not looking at playing it off the rail. He's just playing in his cue ball position.
Willie missed the 6 ball in the side. I read the affidavit. He didn't end the run on just quitting because he was tired, even though that does sound more romantic. All right, I guess it does go. Well, he definitely plays careful. I got
He
to give
does.
him. I mean, I'm not ragging him, but boy, I just never can make myself slow down like that and take my time. It takes a lot of. Oh, wait a minute here now. Okay, not
Right,
bad.
He's
That's
okay.
okay.
He can work with this.
Yeah.
Cut this in, come across, 8 in the same pocket. Yeah, you probably don't remember, but I played you once, and yeah, you ran racks
Oh,
on
yeah?
me pretty quickly.
Oh, really?
You did not take your time.
Where'd we play?
Dr. Q's in Seattle.
Oh, wow. I'll be damned. I was way back in like 02, 03.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I don't owe you any money or anything, do I?
No. No, you took my money.
Oh, no. I bet I didn't. I don't remember really playing any money games there. I just practiced in there.
No, it was cheap.
Yeah,
it was
just friendly
cheap.
stuff,
It was
yeah.
friendly stuff. It was cheap. It was.
Yeah.
And I was happy to play.
Yeah.
Play a player of your caliber.
Yeah,
I
that was
happy.
good. That was fun. They treated me real nice in there. Had my RV outside, and tables played great. Played Harry Plattis a few times. It was good. So now he's got to make a nice hit, little inside English, and just come across. The whole match is riding on this shot right here.
Yeah, when you slow roll this ball, it could maybe skid a little. You gotta be
Well,
worried
I've
about
seen the
that.
best players in the world, myself included, faint completely on this shot. This is a pressure shot, and you got to hit it with a little swerve, little inside. Oh, what
He
a
hit
shot!
Perfect center of the
He
hole.
sure did.
Perfect.
Yep, that was a great shot.
Oh, and he's even got the opening of the side pocket that he can bridge through.
Yeah. Well, Cole shot down a monster here. For him to get by Steve is going to do a lot for his confidence playing Damien. Because Steve definitely is capable of winning this tournament and a very fine 8-ball player. This is
As I said, I'm very
a big win
impressed
for
with how
Cole.
Cole's been
Sure.
playing. He's been stepping up and playing these great players and doing very well. His Fargo rate is definitely going up after this tournament.
nice shooting.
Cole Gibbons defeating and eliminating Steve Lingelbach from the elite singles division. That does earn Steve $955.
Good playing,
for his
Steve.
efforts.
Good tournament, bud.
All right, good job, guys. We are going to have the finals coming up right away. Probably going to take a quick break, and then we'll have the finals. So
Right on. See you then.
come on, guys. See ya.